And on the seventh day, God ended his work which he had made, and he rested on the seventh day from all of his work which he had made. It was in that seventh day when God's work ended and that our work began. He turned his good creation and everything that's in it over to us to fulfill God's vision of what mankind could be. And in difficult times such as today, God's true servants never lose sight of the good work that he expects of us. Similarly, Jesus declared to his Father, "I have brought you glory on earth by finishing the work you gave me to do." He further acknowledges that there was much more still to be done, and that work is up to us. In John, "Very truly I tell you, whoever believes in me will do the works that I have been doing, and they will do even greater things than these." Further, the work you gave me to do, I gave them to do. As you sent me, I send them. Understand, we are not requested to do the good work. We are required to. It's a command, not a suggestion. Jesus said, "A new command I give you. Love one another. As I have loved you, so must you love one another." And indeed, keeping this new commandment is the true identifier of his people. By this, all men know that you are my servants, if you have loved one to another. It's not a burden to continue Jesus' good work. It's not an inconvenience to make the world a better place for others. Paul said, "I beseech you, therefore, brethren, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, which is your reasonable service." I remind you of the caution in Hebrews. Do not forget to show hospitality to others, for by doing so, some people have shown hospitality to angels without knowing it. But service to others goes even deeper. The righteous ask, "Lord, when did we see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty and give you something to drink? When did we see you a stranger and invite you in, or needing clothes and clothe you? When did we see you sick or in prison and go to visit you?" Jesus replied, "Truly I say unto you, inasmuch as you have done it unto one of these, the least of my brothers, you have done it unto me." You see, before Jesus' ascension, he made sure that Peter understood that fulfilling this obligation to feed others is the same as telling Jesus, "I love you." Jesus said to Simon Peter, "Simon, son of Jonas, do you love me more than these?" "Yes, Lord," he said, "you know that I love you." Jesus said, "Feed my sheep." Again, Jesus said, "Simon, son of Jonas, do you love me?" He answered, "Yes, Lord, you know that I love you." Jesus said, "Take care of my sheep." The third time he said to him, "Simon, son of Jonas, do you love me?" Peter was hurt because Jesus asked him the third time. "Do you love me?" he said. "Lord, you know all things. You know that I love you." Jesus said, "Feed my sheep." In other words, don't tell me that you love me. Show me. So as you make your way through these times, both in word and deed, answer what Jesus asked to all who would love him. Who then is that faithful and wise servant, whom the master has put in charge of the servants in his household, to give them their food in due season. Blessed is that servant whose master finds him doing so when he returns. Truly I tell you, he will put him in charge of all his possessions.